Oh, whoops. Here we go.
From my research, it is apparent that the endeavors of mankind are mere puppetry at the hands of the ancients.
1150 to 814.
Whenever a king vows reform, the ancients move quickly to stifle it. Under the auspices of Emperor Charlemagne the Frank, the new Holy Roman Empire was at the height of its power.
Hanc mit ad dominum, et imperatorum nostrum, carolum magnum francum.
Deliver this to our Lord and Emperor Charlemagne the Frank. No one but him must see it. They are words for his eyes only. At once.
Hey, this looks a lot like that guy that we just saw.
What sorcery is this? A spell? I am bewitched. If this was meant for Charlemagne, then what will become of him? I have to warn him of this treachery.
Into the JPEG I go. Oh, that guy's busy. But first, okay. Anthony cannot leave yet. Charlemagne must be warned of the conspiracy against him. After Anthony briefly describes his mission, the monk informs him that Charlemagne was last seen in audience with the bishop in the visiting chamber. The visiting chamber is that wood room. If I could get past... God, you're... the visiting chamber is this over here. Muffled voices emanate from inside the bishop's visiting chamber. However, the door is locked, and Anthony will need the bishop's key to enter and gain an audience with Charlemagne. Anthony's presence is questioned by the monks, feeling that he has trespassed on sacred ground. The monks seem rather subdued, perhaps out of respect, or perhaps out of fear. I mean, let's be real here, these guys have definitely seen better days. The monk sobs pitifully. He recounts that this is not the only death to have occurred recently, and wonders if perhaps the order is being punished for wavering in faith. The monk cordially greets Anthony, however he brings grave news of the loss of one of his order, who fell from the tower to his death. His tone is guarded, leaving Anthony wondering if indeed this is the truth. I think that's a door back there. Cannot interact with him. There is one off to the side. The monk informs Anthony that the order is awaiting the arrival of the bishops, that the funeral rites may begin. There is much grieving to do, since this is not the only recent death among the order. I feel like I push this open and like I get something from it. Oh, hey. Hey. Okay, well, never mind. Yes. From unfinished wood, it is not properly sealed and could probably be opened. Yeah, let's desecrate the dead.
Oh my god, what is it?
What happened? This devil's work. We should get out of here.
You have proven what we have feared the most. This poor man has been the victim of great evil. Look how his body has been defiled, as if something has burst out from inside him. Here, take this for your protection. And find the bishop.
The Gladius.
He must be informed of this horrible discovery.
Oh, excuse me. A Scramasax, I think. We should probably equip that right now, as the last of them leaves. Message scrolls like this were often used to transfer messages securely. This one has a strange diagram on it consisting of a pentagonal shape with strange letters at each corner. When Anthony had opened the scrolls, something strange happened. That something had been intended for the Emperor Charlemagne. Suspecting a plot against the Emperor, Anthony pledged that he would warn Charlemagne at all costs. At all costs. Let's rock. This is an important chapter, by the way. Because this is also the start of this shit. So this... Don't think about this too hard. Don't think about it too much. Pius, of course, destroyed his statue. So we've jumped backwards in time, but Elia is already here. The floor is not having it. Sorry, I figured it best to just let that rock. So from this point forward, that is how you equip the Tome of Eternal Darkness. Is you enter that realm each time. I'm not looking too great. I'm not looking too hot. But yeah, so you go into that realm each time. More and more statues appear as people come into contact with it. Come into contact with the tome. A blue urn rests upon the shelf. Yes, good examine, good examine. So yes, this is also an important chapter because this is the introduction of the magic with a K system. A mysterious gold medallion rests upon the desk. Circle of Power number 1. Alright. Circles of power describe the amount of power that a spell will have. The more points within that circle, the stronger the spell will be. Spells are magical incantations that enhance a character's natural abilities. Spell list is pretty self-explanatory, but you can assign spells. You can like hotkey them. A new spell, once you get more runes, you can tinker with it and create new ones. Runes, we don't have any yet. Those are the sigils that we've seen. And yeah, that's to like quick assign stuff, hotkey them as it were. But I don't have anything, so that's kind of ridiculous and redundant. One of these is a secret passage. It wasn't that one. I assume it's the middle one. Bewildering array of books and tomes sorted neatly on a set of shelves, mostly books of a religious nature. They sit beneath a skein of dust as if no one has touched them. A book brings attention to itself, oddly pristine on the dusty shelf. It doesn't quite belong. Uh-oh. Good camera. Look at this dude. He's got our first rune. Get him. not doing too good. He's not the best at combat. That's one. They're attacking each other, though. I'll take it. Do you even have arms? Oh, you do. There we go. Oh, we're getting the chimes. The chimes also kick in whenever your sanity starts lowering a little bit. Alright, the first of many. The first of many. I think that's Pargon. Runes are the key element in creating spells. By collecting and combining runes in different ways, different spells can be created. Yes, except that we don't have anything yet. Okay, could have been worse. Could have been better, but it also could have been worse. I think I can save this guy. Cool. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Oh, I did not mean for that to happen. Also, do you see how wild, like, Sanity's just dropped? Oh boy, I did not mean for that to happen. Whoops. The area is dark, and it's difficult to make out any detail. Perhaps if Anthony had a light source. Whoops. Whoopsie doodle. Piece of broken urn. Yeah, so there you go. So now that we have broken stuff, we can combine them using mix. I think had we have saved that guy, he would have repaired the urn for us. I think he would have repaired it for us right then and there. Yeah, my bad. My bad. So the torch is kind of OP as well. Hey, it's Magrimore. Yeah, so we can't use runes until we have codexes. Because we can get a rune, but our character will just be like, I have no idea what the hell this is. And vice versa. Codexes don't mean anything until you get the corresponding rune. So, yeah. Torch. OP. Torch is super OP. However... Hey. Hey. Our sanity is low. So you can't use the torch to finish enemies. God, we're just all sorts of effed up this time. Our sanity is low. Nope, let them duke it out. Let them duke it out. So... yeah. The bleeding walls, the chimes, those are both sanity effects as well. Yeah, we'll finish that. I think we can keep going. Yeah, our sanity's a little low, but we're not to that point of like, so when your sanity runs out, if enemies start looking at you, it just drains health. Nice, the one for Xel'lotath, which I don't think we have. And a red urn. Filled red urn. Alright, so I've got 3 urns. And because we saw it in the cutscene, we can burn this tapestry. An aged tapestry hangs on the wall. It is soiled from the dank atmosphere of the room and the corruption about it. Hi. I think this camera angle is always like this in this room. I think it's always like this. Anthony, like, I know we're messed up, but, like, we could have just run after him. The camera is not like this in this room. Hey. An iron plate in the floor is carved with 3 curious circles. Dried splashes have marred its pockmarked and worn surface. Almost like I should put...
Wait. No.
Almost like I should put something there. Pick it up, please. For Anterbach. My bad. Not Paragon. Anterbach. Hey! We got a spell. Amongst the scrolls of the table amongst the books on the table rests an ancient scroll of what appears to be paper. Enchant item. I don't think we have all the parts to do this, though. Let's see here. Check. Through this function, the player can examine the contents of each spell scroll that has been acquired. To examine the spell scroll, press A. Yep. A torn scroll, illustrated with a geometric symbol, is accompanied with by a small note. The note reads, "That which is broken shall be fixed. That which is dull will be sharp. Thus is the nature of the enchant item magic." This spell requires the Anterbach and Magramore runes. Plus a god alignment. As you can see, there are quite a few. You get quite a few. But yeah, I don't think... Yeah, so I would need the Xel'lotath rune at some point. Oh, it's different. Covered with arcane artifacts and text, this table reflects the unholy presence within its church. A seething pit of iniquity and evil. The bishop passed through the secret door. There has to be a way to get through it. Religious texts of an unspeakable nature written in languages utterable only by monsters or corrupt humans. Yeah, this is after you've joined the cult. This is the room that they put you in after 3 years. I am all sorts of messed up. Hey! That's one. That's one. That's one. That's one. I think I'm doing this correctly. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, I was like, I don't remember this room. Maybe that's why. So I don't have... Yes. Okay, I am doing this correctly. Because I was like, I don't have everything.
I will always be at your side. There are times when insanity takes hold, and nothing seems right. During those times, I will help you. Fear not, for I will keep the darkness away.
This isn't really happening!
Man, you know you found, like, the 7th layer. You found the 7th layer of the occult when, like, your dead grandfather is affecting, like, the past people of this book. I don't remember where to go from here. I thought I was supposed to fight something. Peering inside the casket, Anthony sees the body of a monk. His raiment is that of his order, stained with blood that has seeped from many grievous wounds. It is truly a disturbing sight. My mind has gone blank as far as, like, what to do next. Because I still can't get in there. I can't go outside. Did I miss a tapestry that I was supposed to burn? Did I miss something that I was supposed to burn? Or something I was supposed to pick up? Let's go back. Or is it... Or is it because I never broke these? Okay, so when you go to use the blue urn, it breaks? When you go to fill the blue urn, it breaks. So I wonder... I wonder if I just got ahead of myself by not doing things. Hey, wall's bleeding. Because, yeah, that was the... A disturbing rendition of a monstrous devil. Not really. It's contorted into what appears to be a fountain. What sickly liquid is draining into the pool, trickling from a scum-encrusted spout? Yeah, so we broke it, because we suck. Understandably, we're, like, becoming undead. So there we go, there's the broken blue urn. There we go. Okay, yeah, I was getting ahead of myself. You do fight something up there. Hell yeah, that never gets old. Okay, yep. Cast, assign. Yep. So... we will put that on Y for the time being. You can have up to 5. We'll put it there for now. Magic. Now we have the blue meter. Self-explanatory. It goes down whenever we use it. It regenerates over time. It regenerates with movement. I think health is the same, actually. So... Cool. So, about what I said earlier about standing still, watch this. Not that. Watch this. Whoops. I just wasted magic. Yeah, so you have to stand still to cast anything, otherwise that happens. Walls are bleeding again. They should probably get that checked. Right, so... dunking the urn into the foul-smelling fountain, it becomes filled to the brim with rank fluid. It is a lot heavier now and rife with fetor. And the blue urn. Same thing. There we go. God, I feel dumb. I feel pseudo-dumb for forgetting that. Because you do have to fight another thing, and it has a rune inside it. Alright, so now we go here, and we use all of these. Although the urn appears to sit correctly in place on the pressure plate, it does not appear to be heavy enough to depress it. Even though we've done so a little. And there we go. Cool. Oh yeah, if this is what I think it is.
So, you have come to return my book. Very well then. For your efforts, I promise a quick and merciful death.
Nah, we just burn him. Just burn him. Hey, Sanity's gone. Oh wait, that's right. It doesn't work against him. Doesn't actually work against him, that's right. Perfect. He's gonna hit me. Almost. For the sake of my health, though, I do need to heal to some extent. It was quick, but I did use enchant item on the Scramus axe. I don't know if this was the right alignment. I don't know if Xel'lotath beats Xel'lotath. Not off the top of my head, anyway. There we go. The Bishop's Key, yay! And finish. But yeah, I just wanted to bust that out to give myself a little bit of a power boost. This is some dark shit. This is some dark, ancient shit. A shrine to a god that bespeaks of an ancient evil that graced the earth before mankind walked its valleys. That's the old gods shit. Yeah, I'm a little worse for wear. I'm a little worse for wear. Hey, can I enchant the torch? Bummer. Whoa! Hey, dudes! Hey guys, how's it going? Yep. Oh, here it is. Yeah, these are the things that I've been dreading. I don't think I can get past this one. I think this one just goes. So if you alert these things, they send you to the Trapper Dimension. I will do my best. I think this one just goes off regardless. This is the tutorial one. Oh hell yeah, I'm going. Nice! Oh! Oh! That's a good one. Trappers have no eyes, but can sense sound very well. If Anthony can sneak past them, they won't be trouble. Alright, well that one got me. So this is the Trapper dimension. It's just a quick aside, it's a quick time waster. But you can also use this area to like recharge. Sprawls in every direction. Whilst in this place, magic cannot be cast, and humans are subjected to odd phenomena. The portals cycle from color to color as time progresses, and only the quick will escape. Blue, orange, or orange, Jesus, blue and green. Is there a red one? I'm hoping for some health. There is health. Great. Nice, just what I needed. So yeah, this area wastes time, but like, you can use it to recharge whatever. So I guess it's fine. I guess it's alright. But yeah, anytime you set off one of those trappers, they bring you here. What the heck? Oh, it's another one. Playing with low sanity.
This isn't really happening!
Okay, it's a bit too low actually, because now I'm losing health. Oh, he hit me out of it. I forgot they can do that. Oh, he's hard dead. Okay. It's like low sanity is when the game gets fun, but also I'm sort of playing on the edge here. Speaking of playing on the edge, I am literally a corpse. I am literally a corpse. Okay, if memory serves me right, it hasn't, but if memory serves me right... Yeah, these dudes. These dudes attack with both magic and, well, physical. There. I don't think I could have hit him with the torch. Maybe I could have, and that would have made that easier. Can I examine this one? No. I mean, I am not doing too well. Man, look how poorly I'm doing. I'm doing so poorly that I became one of them. How awful is that? Oh my god. This is the worst spell in the game. Well, not worst spell. But yeah, Anthony really should not have read that. Yeah, I should not have read that spell. I can't.
This isn't really happening!
I'm telling you, man, like, the game gets fun when you let it just get low. Okay, however, I'm in a bind. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's too late. It's too late. Let me... Hush. One... Okay. I think I remember something else. I think I remember, like, a very interesting quirk when it comes to Anthony. I'm gonna save just in case. I think he has a very goofy quirk about him. Alright, kill me, please. Oh, come on, you can swing better than that. You can swing better than that. Come on, hit me like you mean it. One more should do it. Maybe one more should do it. But yeah, I'm undead, so I can't die. And I think that only happens when you get to this state. I think it's only to this state that you can't die. That larger monster up there, I think... Oh, right, I need the key. I think the same thing would have happened had I not have killed it first.
You are a fool for trying to save him, Anthony. His fate was decided many centuries ago, as is the fate of this world. Despite your faith, there is little to save you from the power of Xel'lotath.
Those things suck. Those things suck. Those are an instant death enemy if they catch you.